Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about how to defend. Now, I've been asked to do this type of video previously, but I've kind of avoided it because it's kind of a difficult topic, so to speak, to really explain how to defend, right? Because really, defending and being successful at defending is really dependent on two things that is very fluid, meaning that it's not just like a straightforward answer like if you do this, you'll do well in defending. Two things are, one, based on the base that you're actually defending, and two, and debatably more important, it really depends on the dragon you're defending against. Because the way that I would defend against, say, let's say Namaka, which happens to be the topic of this particular video, and the way I would defend against Gig would be very, very different. So what I'm going to do instead, alright, is make a video for each of the major dragons that people are going to be attacked by. Mainly Divines, right? Because like Namaka, Gig, Meglock, those types of dragons, you know, a fair amount of people have them, alright? So, that being said, I will do a video per dragon, so it'll probably be a little bit of a lengthier series, but I'm hopeful that it will help you guys out, because I know one of the biggest things is really people wasting super shots, okay, and this is really the biggest thing, okay. Super shot efficiency is really what's going to make or break a successful defense, and we're going to talk about that for each individual dragon. If there's any dragons in particular you guys want to see a video on, I'm going to try and bang out like a ton of these, because I know this is like a lot of people have been asking for it, so I'm going to make it up. Alright, I'm going to get them done. So yeah, we're starting with Namaka because I know that is a very, very common dragon to be hit by. So, Namaka, then we're going to do Gig, which should be out later today as well. But yeah, so let's go and start off with just the basics. Two main things, alright? First off, and this isn't like for Namaka, this is just in general, okay? One of the biggest things I see people do is spamming the tower like boost HP and attacks even before a guy actually gets to the island. Meaning that once the attack starts, right? So my dragon's right here. I start seeing in the bottom left-hand corner, like the notification or whatever, that someone is spamming tower HP bonus while I'm here. Guys, that thing is on a time limit. Alright? There is absolutely no reason to start putting down the HP and attack bonuses before a dragon actually gets to an island. Or at least gets close to an island, right? You're just wasting your resources and time. Don't do that. Also, it doesn't stack. Remember that. Even if you put, let's say, 5 HP boost on a single 5-tower island, which I see a ton of people doing, it is still only going to buff by 30% HP. That is the same amount it will buff if you just put 1. Alright, so keep that in mind. It does not stack. Don't waste your resources. Alright? Okay. So, next thing is actually with Namaka. Alright, so Namaka, again, really what determines how you defend against a particular dragon is based on his skill set. Namaka, alright, let's go ahead and actually go into the breeding castle so you guys can see it. I unfortunately don't have Namaka, so I don't have the the spell names memorized. But this is the main one. Alright, the white spell. Okay, of course I can't touch it. Alright, the white spell. The one that basically makes it to where you can cloak. Now, what this means is that there is no reason to super shot a mage drain. Alright, this is one of the few dragons, or I guess these days we have quite a few dragons that have like a white cloak or whatever ability to dodge mage shots. But there is no reason to waste super shots on a rage drain if you're defending against Namaka. Because all he has to do is hit that white spell, boom, wasted all your super shots, right? So you have to be smart. You have to think about it, right? If they're gonna, you know, avoid it anyways, why waste your super shots? Okay, so don't use rage drains against Namaka. Other dragons like Gig, for example, who can't dodge mage shots, it's very, very effective. But against Namaka, not worth it. That same idea applies to when they actually get to this next island. Now, I'm kind of speaking as like I'm defending my own base. But this idea and like the ideas and strategies I'm going to be giving to you guys can be taken and used with other base setups. Because a lot of base setups are very, very similar in the basics, right? You have a red mage, blue mage, 2 damage dealing targets, and then a storm or a earth flag. Alright, majority of bases. So, this is just my base. You can take these ideas and apply it to whenever you're actually defending another base. So, remember, alright, that guy has a white spell that dodges everything. Or pretty much everything. All projectiles, it doesn't dodge every lightning, but anyways, doesn't matter. So remember, Namaka, his Invoker spell freezes towers as well, okay? And the white spell also gives him extra ammo. So what people typically do, right, is they'll turn a corner, they'll spam down 4 of their shots, right, to get the Invoker spell off, which will freeze towers and deal AoE damage, and then they'll hit the white spell to dodge all incoming projectiles, and then also regain that ammo back, and then they use 4 again. What most people don't do is look at the base ahead of time, alright? If you fly Namaka and you don't look at the base ahead of time and don't realize that there's an Earth Flak or a Storm Tower and waste all your ammo on that freaking shield that is already up and you do no damage, Namaka dies, alright? So this is what you need to do as a defender, alright? First thing, you super shot the Earth Flak, right? Earth Flak or Storm Tower. Gives that shield to everything, so its AoE that Namaka has is obsolete, right? The Earth Shield or whatever will actually stay in effect. Same thing with the Storm Tower, obviously, but it will stay in effect long enough to where all the damage that AoE could do to towers will be absorbed by the shield. Also, right before Namaka turns, alright, and this is kind of like an advanced tip, but it really freaking works, and it really takes timing to understand, it takes practice to get the timing right, but remember, whenever someone makes that turn and they try to spam down that AoE, a lot of times they'll use that white spell, then spam again, trying to make it to where they can kill a tower before you have time to repair. So what do? You use a repair right as they're turning. The time or the delay on actually placing down a hammer and letting go of your finger and it actually going off and being in effect is like a second, right? So you have to time it to where that repair will actually go into effect after they use the first round of ammo shots, in between the first round of ammo shots and the second. And oh man, that screws up Namaka big time. Alright, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll try and make a video of me defending against Namaka and I'll show you what I mean. Alright, but that kills Namakas like crazy. But anyways, alright, so you super shot the Earth Flak. You do not super shot any of these. Remember, his white spell dodges everything, so why would you waste super shots on towers that will literally do absolutely nothing for you? Again, super shot efficiency. Now, you use the Earth Flak, right? You repair, whatever. Now Namaka gets out of his white spell and has 4 ammo shots left. This is where people make a mistake. They'll re-super shot stuff just in time for Namaka to freeze him up again, and remember, his Invoker spell freezes towers in an AoE, meaning that all these towers will be frozen. All the super shots that you just put on those towers will be wasted midair. So there's no reason to super shot these towers until he is out completely and in cooldown of his white spell, and his Invoker ammo is depleted, and he's waiting to be able to shoot again. That is when you want to go ahead and Rage Drain him. Super shot a Red Mage and a Blue Mage. That is 4 Rage out of the way. He is no longer going to be able to sustain Rage. He should be dead by the time that those go back up, and you go ahead, assuming that the Earth Flak is not taken out, you super shot the Earth Flak or the Storm Tower again. Get all those shields back up, Namaka dies. He has no way to dodge any more damage because, again, you just Rage Drained him outside of his white spell and his super shot ammo. Not super shot ammo, his Invoker shot. Boom, Namaka dies. He can continue to freeze this island, but he's not going to be able to kill anything, assuming that you are using repairs. And yeah, I mean, pretty much that kills most Namakas. Now, again, this is assuming that the Namaka is not, like, too much above the defense power of your own base. So, like, if an Abyssal Namaka is going against level 60 towers, obviously these strategies aren't going to do much. He's just going to one-shot stuff. But if you're defending against Namaka that is relative to your own base level and you have decent gear, that should pretty much stop Namaka. Now, if you don't have an Earth Flak or a Storm Tower, yeah, goodbye to your base, man. You need that or a Ice Turret to increase HP by 20%. Otherwise, they're going to kill that Red Mage, and really the Red Mage is what saves a lot of bases, is keeping that Red Mage alive, which is why I have it in the zone of a storm tower as well as my earth-flack. So even my earth-flack dies, I still have that storm tower in the back to protect it. Because that red spell that Namaka has one-shots towers. Okay? And it also gains HP. So a lot of people, they see that red mage up, they don't even use it for gaining HP back, which is kind of dumb. That's a tip if you use Namaka. If you have the ability and people are out of super shots and you have some extra rage, use it to get HP back. Like, just do it. Even if there's a red mage, it doesn't freaking matter, you know? So yeah, keeping that red mage alive is important. So you really need like a storm tower or an earth-flack, or at least a ice turret, which will buff the HP and really good HP defense gear, you know? So yeah, that is how to defend against Namaka. Let me know if you guys have any other thoughts or per questiones. I don't know, I was like starting per questiones. That's not, it's, wait, I don't, great. I took like so many years of Spanish, so I don't remember. Preguntas, that's what I was thinking of, right? I don't know why I was like switching, you know, I'm basically fluent, you know, in Spanish because I'm cultured, but yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know down in the comment section, or any suggestions as far as other dragons to do. And yeah, I guess that wraps this up. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, my dudes.